New phrase. Get out of the dungeons. Oh, hello, look what he's up to. We better move. Is this the way? I think it is. Whoa! We'll search him. We'll have that sword. And we'll go to inventory. And we will put the sword. Can we put that in the silver sword slot? No, we can't. So we'll put the sword in that slot. That will be a lot better than what we do have. Oh. Oh, it must be this way. Okay. We've escaped. Reached the riverboat. New ability, strong back. What the heck does that mean? I think we'll have to have a... Let's have a little read, actually. We haven't had a read for a while, have we? Okay, to the temple. Okay, I don't think we've read this. An ancient temple stood within the walls of La Valette Castle, and the defenders had hidden Falseth's children there. As was the custom during attacks, the gate to the sanctuary was firmly shut. Battering it down would take the soldiers far too long. Blah blah blah. He ordered the Geralt to find another way, so he did. Geralt's hunch proved correct. And the alley led to a small square where there was a well through which La Valette soldiers were passing between the temple grounds and the town. The Witcher dropped down into the well and entered the secret passage. Lo and behold, the secret tunnel accessed through the old well proved an alternate route to the sanctuary. Accustomed to navigating tight corridors and caves, the Witcher reached the exit in no time. Now he had to open the gate from the inside and let the restless king and his troops in. But the gate was defended by the La Valette soldiers. Geralt found himself searching the yard for the gate mechanism while fending off attacking foes. Having overcome defenders and opened the temple gate, Geralt went through it to show Foltest in. He had accomplished his mission, yet more danger awaited on the path leading to the king's children. I am not saying that naughty word. Blood of his blood. Priests can be very touchy about intruders defiling their temples, a fact to which desecrators of the Lionhead Spider's sanctuary can attest. Luckily, this time Geralt had a less macabre cult to deal with, and the high priest turned out to be sensitive to changes in political climate. After a few words, the Witcher and the monarch were on their way to the Solar, which they hoped to find the children. However, before our heroes could reach the king's progeny, the dragon swooped down on them once more. The beast attacked with fury and fought relentlessly. Had Geralt been, say, a potter, only charred corpses and possibly some earthenware shards would have remained. But the dragon was up against a Witcher, and after a fierce battle, it forced to turn tail. Geralt led Foltest to the Solar, to Bussy and Anais. I think it was, I would have said that Anais, but he said it Anais or something. The king found his children, the blood of his blood, only to die at the hands of an assassin disguised as a monk. On the temple floor with his throat slit open, so died Foltest, son of Medale, blah 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 blah. Geralt failed to stop the murderer, and when soldiers burst into the room, they immediately and mistakenly identified him as the Kingslayer. They piled upon the Witcher, knocking him down and knocking him out. Well, he kind of gave in, really, didn't he? Returning memories. That we don't want that to be our mission, do we? The interrogation in the dungeon of La Valette Castle took its toll on Geralt. The Witcher's body, despite its mutations, was beat up, bruised and scarred. At one point, Geralt experienced a shock so extreme that it elicited an old memory. All of a sudden, the Witcher recalled the moment of his death. Once more, he relived his demise in Rivia. Once more, he lay on the ground, pierced by the peasant's pitchfork. Once more, he bled to death. When another vision came to him a few days later, Geralt knew he was gradually recovering his memory. Assassins of Kings. When Geralt thwarted the plans of the Grand Maester of the Order of the Flaming Rose, it seemed the situation of Vizima would return to normal sooner or later. A blow came from an unexpected quarter. As the Witcher was collecting his reward from King Foltest, an assassin sneaked into the throne room in the royal palace. Foltest would have I thought we had read that bit, actually. Foltest was not so lucky the second time. Having dropped his guard, the Witcher was caught by surprise and the king died at the hands of an assassin. The murderer was also a mutant similar in garb and behaviour to the previous assassin. Furthermore, he seemed to recognise Geralt. Sadly, the Kingslayer escaped and our hero was blamed for the monarch's death. I think we've read this one. So I think we've read that one, and so this one is the next one. So we've read some of this. Let's just get to the bottom. Here we go. So I think we got to here. Hold on. So I think we got to, I don't know if we've read any of this actually, but it feels similar, so I don't want to worry. Witches know well how fickle fortune can be, and accordingly luck had abandoned our hero within the castle walls. Due to a tragic mistake, Geralt was imprisoned in the castle dungeons, where he had to patiently recount recent events to Vernon Roche. If you wish to know just how the Witcher plunged from the pinnacle of success to the depths of misfortune, listen to my tale. Geralt had been in trouble many times, and in the slammer at least 3, including once in my esteemed company. He'd always been able to get out, either with the help of friends or by turns of good fortune. This time, however, things looked bleak. Almost everyone thought the Witcher had murdered the king. Luckily, Vernon Roche had his doubts. Roche completed his grueling interrogation of Geralt and left the Witcher to the guards, but not before leaving our hero the key to his manacles and adding that he would await aboard his ship. All Geralt had to do was escape the dungeon on his own, a small trifle. Prison guards are the same the world over, dumb and short-tempered. Geralt succeeded in provoking his caretakers as easily as cooks fries an omelette. Life can be surprising, especially when you're trying to evade death. Sneaking through the dungeon, Geralt chanced upon Ariane le Velvet, or however you want to say that. The erstwhile foes, brought together once more by fate, became allies. Ariane knew the castle like the back of his hand, but the Witcher had a sword, so he went forth to clear the way. But before anyone could say, "We've 2 vacant cells and several openings for new jailers," Geralt dealt with the guards and turned back to find Ariane. The young baron knew, of course, a secret passage, so the fugitives headed off in its direction. The Witcher escaped the fortress, but Ariane chose to stay behind. Pride would not allow him to leave his family's seat in enemy hands. The ensuing fire was the talk of the surrounding villagers for years, and to this day the phrase "bright as the night the castle burned down" remains in local vernacular. Geralt was free. He rushed towards the riverboat of our special forces, his head a jumble of questions. Tris Marigold and Vernon Roche awaited him on board the vessel, but alas, they had no answers. Future events would shed light on the mysteries, but let's get ahead of ourselves. Or I added a few words there, but anyway. So that all seems fine. That's all the same, so that's good. Those bells are driving me nuts. Now obviously we haven't actually reached the boat yet, so...
Halt! Oh, blimey, is that you, Witcher? They say you killed the king.
I did. Well, I didn't, and I'm going to prove it.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Glad to hear that. It'd be pretty stupid if I had to kill you now. Did all the Reavers survive the assault?
Aye, they've been drinking themselves silly for 2 days now. I believe I owe you something.
You don't owe me a thing.
We wound up in a boiling cauldron during the assault. You know how it is when knights get caught in a tight passage. Nowhere to go. Those in the back push forward. Those in the front are stuck. And halberd blows raining down from above. I'd have been crushed if not for my armor. And about 10 blows landed on my helmet. My ears still ring and I puke time and again. But I live and breathe.
Concussion. It'll status.
Were you with the Reavers in that Scoia'tael ambush?
Were you on patrol with the Reavers when they ran into those Scoia'tael?
Aye.
Kenneth mentioned the unit was especially vicious. Notice anything out of the ordinary? A unit emblem or something?
Right you are. They had masks made of the cloth of Special Forces uniforms, and they hollered a lot, Yorveth or some such.
Where did the dragon come from?
I've no idea, but it saved our asses. The elves ceased shooting at the sight of it. Can't tell you anymore, as we fled right then as if the devil himself was on our tail. Take this. Kenneth told me to study up, but I've not the mind for it. Just not cut out to be a dragon hunter, I guess. It could be useful to you, though.
I need to go.
There are sentries on the dike. No way you'll slip through.
Can you distract them?
I'll try. But remember, count me out if there's a fight. In fact, we could end up foes.
I hope not. Go.
Just give me a minute.
Sneak aboard the riverboat.
The Kingslayer's escaped! We need to cut him off! Follow me! Alright! Let's
Not
go!
entirely sure where I'm going. I guess up there.
Geralt!
Where?
Over here!
Where? Where, sweetie? Where? Over here. There you are. My love. Oh, don't fall in the river, girl. Or the sea. Oh, that was close.
Bloody hell, you didn't have to torch
I
the
didn't.
castle. You were to sneak out, avoid anything resembling a bloodbath.
You left me the key to my manacles, not an invisibility cloak. Triss, is everything all right?
Not exactly. I'm no longer the royal advisor. I've lost my post, my home in Vizima. Witcher's mistress, they call me. Kingslayer's whore.
We'll clear our names.
People say what they think they have to.
I know, but
They'll change their minds as soon as we find the Kingslayer. Roach will see to that. Right, spy?
I'm no spy, but you're mostly correct. An interregnum is chaos by definition. Rats like Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbolt, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Edirnian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is then. Triss,
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds? Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Lines clear, Captain! Lines clear, Captain!
Oh my. He really did set fire to it, didn't he?
Honor's a curious thing. Honor made Arion fight a mismatched battle against the might of Temeria. Facing defeat, Honor told Arion to bow his neck to save his men. But that same honor prevented him from saving himself.
He's gonna have a tan, isn't he?
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship with a sorceress named Yennefer. Stories of a life stolen from him. Am I boring you? Don't set this tale aside. Give me just a few minutes more, for someone special's about to appear in dire straits upon a scaffold.
I'm assuming that was, oh, I can't think of his name, whoever was doing the writing on the journals. 4 months earlier, Temerian Adrian border. Can't really read that very well. Is that Scoia'tael? They don't look very comfortable to walk in, do they? Look like it'd be really difficult. Oh, he's handsome. Well, I mean, I don't know. Could be a girl, I guess. Why wake him up to chuck him over the edge? Oh. Dinner time? Wow. I thought the first one was ugly.
Sheathe your sword, elf. I'm here to talk. Bow low. You stand before a head crowned. That of Demavend, king of Aedirn, by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you aren't?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. These Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned.
Go on.
Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in a killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his necker. Time to go. Do we have a deal, elf?
That's so gross. Present day, Temeria, the same place basically.
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
A rough landing.
That time of the month.
Cheeky so-and-so. Follow the riverbank to something. I didn't catch the rest.
What now?
Nothing. Didn't know who you
Come
were.
on already.
Okay, I'm coming.
Your witch's ass is gonna have to get wet.
Sumerian Special
Jump!
Forces. Where is it? Where do I get out? Jump down.
Water's cold as hell. Come on.
Now I'm
Any
assuming
news informer?
The port's blocked.
that this might be the
merchants have
point
been
where
held
we...
for months.
What about roads through the forest?
Yorveth rules the forest.
Oh, Witch's Silver Sword. New journal entry. We'll have a look at that. Oh, we've got a few things here as well. So we got to him donning his armour. So then it says, upon emerging from the dungeon, Geralt ran into, you guessed it, New Boy. The Reaver remembered that the Witcher's advice had saved his life and responded in kind. He offered to draw away the guards, blocking the way to Vernon Roche's vessel. With New Boy's help, the Witcher managed to sneak aboard unmolested, and so the advice he had offered the Reaver in passing had now saved his own life. It just shows, doesn't it? I wonder what would have happened if we'd given different advice. Okay, we've read all of that. Read that Assassins of Kings. What happened? Sword for monsters. A witcher stripped of his monster fighting sword is like a dwarf without a beard. Geralt's silver blade had flown off with the dragon just after their memorable encounter on the walls of La Valette Castle, so our hero needed a new one. With the best though certainly not the only way to acquire one, was to have it forged by the dwarf blacksmith who had a workshop in Flotsam's non-human district. Okay. Don't know why. That's better. Oh, I see. We'd got to the bottom of that one. Vernon Roche's ship finally reached the vicinity of Flotsam, a trading post governed by Commander Laredo. Roche wanted to meet his informant, yet unsure of the commander's loyalties, chose not to dock in the harbour, but rather to land on a beach and conduct a bit of reconnaissance before bringing the ship in. He took to scouting in the company of Geralt and Triss. So, have we got... potions, tool, Witch's Silver Sword. Need diamond dust, timber, iron ore, and silver ore. How do we know if we've got it? Diamond dust, timber, iron ore, and silver ore. Okay. Let's look at inventory then. Oh, okay. I was just trying to read it. Oh. Diamond dust, we've got 4. Timber, we've got 1. Iron ore, we haven't got silver ore. That's what we need, silver ore. Okie dokie. Don't know how we're going to find silver ore, but...
Morning.
Morning.
Damn it.
I reckon that being that colour, we should be able to pick them up.
Let's move!
I don't know how to make this...
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Yorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that.
Hear that?
I smell an elf.
Whoa, 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 what was that? Yep, we'll have that mandrake. I figure it's always a good plan to...
That's...
Vernon Roach, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children, twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Yorveth, a regular son of a whore!
I've long awaited our meeting, laid plans, set traps, and now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
Since when did the Scoia'tael hire professional
I was
killers
going to
do
pick
their
that one.
dirty work?
I didn't realise we
A
had a
Dwan
time.
even. You've fallen low.
A hired killer, true. But in all certainty, he is no Dwan.
Don't make a big deal of the race thing.
Yet race is the very reason we fight. We have pointed ears, yours are rounded. We are few, yet long-lived. Your kind multiplies like vermin, though thankfully expires quickly. Humans and elves alike, trying to prove one shape is better than the other. 400 years of killing over the mold of the Oracle.
Heard enough of your philosophy. We're here for the Kingslayer.
The Kingslayer's among you. We've come for him.
Then our interests collide. The Kingslayer is under my protection, and I'll not hand over a guest.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Scoia'tael again.
But they are.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Enough of this piss!
Stay!
Stars are one warped.
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you all right?
Lovely.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
Uh-oh. He's going to be cross now.
Geralt, the spell's still working. Stay close.
What's happening?
Triss is spent, so no more butterflies. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Get your hands off my ass.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or one of your commanders. I'm a woman.
I know.
I mean,
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
I'll hold the spell.
Come on, let's go.
Stop shaking.
Are you alright?
Yes, fine.
Sons of bitches.
What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Where the hell is that trading post? starting to think we'll make it. Wait. The barrier's waning. Triss!
Be quick!
Give me a bit more magic. Just a little. Geralt, kill them now!
Yeah, where are they exactly? Already killed them, mate. They're all gone.
Squire solid sacking! Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
There you go. No way he's telling me to kill them. They're already bleeding dead. He's a girly.
You know each other?
Rather well, but he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a Witcher.
Emir var Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
What I was going to say earlier was that I think this might be when we start being less linear, because it's been pretty linear so far, and I think obviously new ability cover. Sorry, and I think that
I saw him with my own eyes.
that now obviously we're going to probably start being able to be a bit more open worldy. Where are they, for goodness sake? I've lost them. Oh, there they are. And we need to find someone to make our sword. Oh, I can level up, haven't I? Is that where I go? No.
I think the stew's ready.
People!
No, put that away, Geralt. Put your sword away, Geralt. That's it. By the gods stringing up swords, go to the town square and watch the execution. I would, but I'm trying to work out how to... Is it command?
Nice day.
I don't want meditation. What is it I want to do? I want to level up, don't I? How do I level up? Oh, is it here? I thought it said I could level up. Character. Let's see if it's character. Oh, here we go. 4 talents I've got still. Okay. Training. Magic. Path locked. Great. Swordmanship. Path locked. Path locked. So the only one I've got is this one anyway. So we've got here 1 of 2. Vigor regeneration. And then we've got here hardiness. And we've got dagger throwing. Not sure I'm bothered about that. Parrying. Arrow redirection. Fortitude. Well, I guess. Let's see. Can we do this one? Yeah. We can. Hardiness. Can we do that one? Yeah. Can I do this one again? Yes. Hey. And then hardiness, is that 1 of 2? Yeah. Okay, so that's... we're getting there. Have we got any of those... what's this? Enter attributes. Okay, don't know what any of this means. We got All of these things. Okay, I don't want any of that. I'm looking for... What's this? Knowledge. Oh, it said we've got cover and strong back. I see, I didn't know what that meant. Strong back. Geralt can carry more items. Oh, okay. Pyromaniac. Critical incinerator. Conjurer. Signs damage +3. Okay. So we've got a few things on there. Not really sure. We had that mutagen thing. I don't know where that is. Oh, okay, that's it then. Don't think we've got anything else we can do, so that's all good. I don't know where our Flotsam Craftsman district. Oh,
some hanging.
got a map.
A bunch of non-fuel.
Can we? I want to find. Who's that? Craftsman. That's where we've got to go, but I was really wanting to get our sword done. But if we go up there, we can carry on. So I just want to carry on straight. Up there.
I heard the spy's cowardly.
Agents.
What's that? I don't want to use that, but I was seeing if we could read that. God, Geralt, for God's sake! Right, examine. Wanted dead or alive. Oh, well, we've already met him, haven't we? Okay. God, sometimes Geralt is really annoying. Where is her and him? Oh, they're all together now.
Zoltan. Dandelion.
That's him.
It's just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Geralt! Geralt! Over here! Over here! Help!
So he's the one that writes all the journals. Poor old Geralt. Find a way to free Dandelion and Zoltan. Talk to the guide.
Step back, White One.
What's going on?
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is collusion with the Scoia'tael.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
The sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
People, is this justice as you sit?
Are you serious? Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria, or are we in Nilfgaard?
Piss off, freak, or you'll have me to deal with. Think of the common folk, you're spoiling their fun.
Well, a freak he may be, but he speaks true. Debauchery's one of my favourite pastimes, but I don't want a noose placed around my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid us a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel!
Time to go? Fine. But hear this, people. He sure liked to parade about, but his willy wouldn't come to attention.
Stop the execution.
Shut your trap! The singer's to hang and he will hang. This is a decent town. Whores and witches notwithstanding.
Watch your words, guardsman! I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman!
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do!
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen the rot on them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't hit a lady.
You're no lady!
Beat Laredo's lackeys!
Oh, here we go again with all this malarkey. Oh, yeah.
Look here, Ants! Assaulted an officer!
Hold on, I gotta work out what the heck I'm doing here.
They'll hang anyway! You freak! Want to square with the others?
I pressed the wrong one, sorry. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons.
You freak! Want to square with the others? Here out! Assaulted an officer!
Phew, that was hard.
He's toying with them! Leave the Witcher be!
Oh, here we go again. Oh! Oh, Gordon Bennett. Uh-oh. I didn't actually see what I was meant to be doing. At all. That was rubbish. I think I'm gonna die now, aren't I? Yeah, uh-oh.
Leave the Witcher be! He's toying with them!
Oops. Am I dead? Oh dear. That's all because I can't work the buttons. Okay, so it's A, D, and right.
Assaulted an officer!
A, D, W. Okay. Oh, D.
They'll hang anyway!
W.
You freak! Want to square with others?
Okay, that was better, wasn't it? I did that with one set of hand rather than trying to do it with two hands, which didn't work. Okay. Ah, I did the wrong one. Ah, did it wrong again. Quick. Ah, I did it wrong. A, D. Come on. Come on, W. Okay, we won that time. Phew! Uh-oh.
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on?
Yeah, nobody's really answering you, are they?
I'd like to report. Out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them. And you, stay calm, hands off your sword. Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
Oh, who are you? Quick! Oh, I couldn't.
You have no right
I
to
couldn't make it move.
Interesting. Because I'm the law in Flotsam.
I take issue with that. Vernon Roach, officer of the king.
Well, well. Blue Stripes. The non-human hunters.
Precisely. Anyone suspected of collaborating with the Scoia'tael falls under my jurisdiction.
And Dandelion? What's he accused of?
He burned down a watchtower. What's your jurisdiction say to that? I thought so.
Is that true?
It might have looked that way, but I swear it wasn't my fault.
I'd rather give you a thief. Relax. I'm joking. I hate thieves. We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Witcher. Listen here. You may have heard rumours of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe. That is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam's streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
Dandelion.
What about them? They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases. The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home. Your friends are free for the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing. Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
They were really going to hang us. I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we owe you, Geralt. Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
Time to hit the tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery neath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench.